Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here. And last time we made it through the Galar Mine. And this time we have to deal with this kid dressed up as a Pokemon. Poke Kid Shane, I'm going to give you some advice. If you go to school dressed like that, you'll probably get made fun of. Alright, we got a Pikachu here. And I don't have a ground type, so I was thinking, oh, this could hurt. Well, okay, it didn't hurt as much as I thought it was going to. Rock Throw, oh, that's just short of a 2-hit kill. So Electro Ball, it does, the damage it does is based on the difference between the speed of these two Pokemon. So, and you want your Pokemon that's using Electro Ball to be faster. And since Timber is not that fast of a Pokemon, I was thinking we were going to be in trouble there with Electro Ball. But we got through it. I recommend not doing that at school either. That looks kind of silly with the Pikachu outfit. Okay, Electrike, how far are you going to chase me, Electrike? Silly thing. I may as well go back, heal up here. We could also just, you know, go on ahead, and yeah, I can see a Poke Center from here as well at the next city. Alright, but I want to finish exploring these grassy farm fields. But let's put, and we'll put Reboot in front. Okay, stop. Give me the... Not what I wanted. Alright, let's give this thing the boot and get out of here. Ember, that's going to be too short. I just went and got healed up, guys. Come on. Do you have to do that? This is why I want a ground type, because I could just be like, ground type, immune to electricity. Thunder Wave, not doing anything. Thunder Shock, nope. Thunderbolt, try again. Quick Attack, does really weak damage. Oh, Cleanse Tag. What is that? Another thing I'm wondering is that thing that keeps, you know, popping up, and then it's like it's digging its way to run away from us. I want to know what that Pokemon is. There's also another thing that I want to find here. Haha! Oh, it's a Badoo. You know what? Given how difficult this was to run into, I'm actually going to catch this thing, but we're not violating Nuzlocke. Yeah, we're not violating Nuzlocke rules here. I figured it would survive because Ember hasn't really killed much yet with one shot. So I'm not going to violate Nuzlocke rules, so I'm actually going to put this Pokemon in a completely different box than the other Pokemon I have are. So that way we're gonna keep it separate. I might catch some other things. I'm only doing this because I'm doing stuff post-game. If I was only doing the Nuzlocke and only that, I wouldn't bother catching other things, but I figure while we're here, I may as well catch some stuff if I find some stuff. Speaking of finding some stuff, I do know that this route has the potential of having an Eevee, but it's also, I also know like it's a really rare spawn. So if I find the Eevee, I'm gonna try and catch the Eevee. That's just how it's gonna go. But don't worry, I'm not going to use things that I catch outside of the Nuzlocke rules like this Badoo or Eevee or whatever else we might get. I'm not going to use those as part of the Nuzlocke. And say on a later route that I were to run into a wild Badoo as my first encounter, I would still catch it. I would not be able to use Duplicate's claws because the Badoo that we previously caught was not part of the Nuzlocke, even though the game is going to say, hey, you already caught a Badoo. Well, I didn't catch it as part of the Nuzlocke, so that will count as my first encounter. But I don't know if we're actually going to find an Eevee. There's a Pumpkaboo, too. There's... Oh, that's an Eevee! Awesome! Someone is going to get, like, really mad at me in the comments section because I found an Eevee very quickly. And someone else is going to be like, I've been hunting in this area for like 2 hours and it's a 1% spawn and you just got one in 5 minutes. Well, it happens. I'm usually not known for being that lucky of a person. Like, whenever I play a card game like Magic the Gathering or Keyforge or anything like that, you know, me and my opponent will typically roll dice to see who goes first, and I lose like at least 75% of dice rolls. Yeah, I'm that bad. Alright, let's just see if I can catch it from here. That'd be really nice. Awesome! Definitely like that. And there's a couple level ups as well. Then we get Sludge, which is a better... Well, you'd have to use 2 acid sprays in a row. Would 2 acid sprays in a row even be better than 2 sludges in a row? Given defense drops, and we're just gonna go Sludge. Send it to a box, and I'll rearrange the boxes later. I'm still not used to having that access to the boxes outside of, like, anywhere you want. Oh, there's a TM over there. I want that. Sharp Beak. Ooh, boost the power of flying moves. I like that as well. So we're going to go ahead and put that on Rookidee. Oh, it's not Rookidee anymore. It's Corvisquire. I just wanted to say Rookidee. That's right, it evolved last time. And we have a hard stone that boosts the power of rock type moves. We'll give that to Timber because he does have a rock type move, and he likes to rock out with. And get rid of some of these new item notifications that are driving me bonkers. And we've got another trainer there. We got a couple more trainers to contend with. You know, before contending with trainers, I want to heal paralysis, and I don't feel like walking all the way back to... Well, we have items. I didn't even buy these items, so I don't feel too bad about using them outside of battle. But I don't want you guys to just be watching a whole bunch of me running back and forth between to heal up Pokemon either. So I do kind of want to minimize that. Not... Like, if I was just playing on my own and not for this channel, I'd be doing it. I'd go back and heal up for free. But for you guys, I do want to try and keep in mind that you might not always want to be seeing tons of that. Just like I don't like seeing my rock throws miss. Ha! And now with the power of the boost item, we can actually two-shot this Electrike with Rock Throw. Or 3 if you count the one that missed. Alright, so now we're going to send out Corvusquire here. Yeah, Lotad is a water grass type, which is actually kind of tricky to hit for super effective damage. I believe you have to use bug or flying attacks. Or poison. Yeah, but still weak to poison. So 3 kind of rarer attacking types. Because both electric and grass are grass weaknesses that water has is nullified by the grass typing. And the ice and fire weaknesses that grass type has are nullified by the water typing. So yeah, it's a pretty decent type combination there if you're talking about things to combine with grass. Yeah, we have... Hey, come on, Eevee Kid. No, not electric. Eevee Kid, hi. Full of possibilities. Okay, Kid Mia. Mia, same thing goes for you that goes for Shane over there. Oh my gosh, the way she's wagging her tail in the background there. That's just so silly. I like some of those neat touches that Sword and Shield have like that. Okay, so this is going to be a 3-hit kill on this Eevee. That's okay. Yeah. What in the world was that? Okay, whatever. Weird sounds aside, you're downhearted because you look very excited for someone who is downhearted. Okay. Illogical things aside for a moment, low kick, I don't think I mentioned this, but low kick will deal more damage if the Pokemon it's being used on is heavier. And I believe it scales up in terms of like 20. So if it's a really super light Pokemon, it'll have a base power of 20. And then it scales up to 40, 60, 80. And then for like super heavy Pokemon, it's going to be 100 and 120. 120 would be stuff like, I think T-Tar, Tyranitar, and like Snorlax, those things will. Steelix. Yeah, the big heavy ones. So yeah, that's why even though it was super effective against Eevee, Eevee's a pretty light Pokemon, so it was probably only a 20 or I doubt it would even be a 40 base power move against Eevee. Probably just the 20. And there's another Pikachu kid. Appearing with a Pika. Please don't. Pokekid Rice. Joltik. I like Joltik too. That's another Pokemon I like that came from Unova. Joltik and its evolved form Galvantula is a bug electric type. Pretty unique type combination there. So I like seeing it here. I like seeing unique type combinations. And that's something I don't think we have enough of in Pokemon. Although Sword and Shield, the Pokemon that they picked and the Pokemon that they introduced, I think do a pretty good job. But what I'm talking about is pick basically any Pokemon game. They have like these basic normal flying bird types, a basic normal type, which we have that here too with Squovet. And well, Rookidee is actually going to evolve into Corviknight, which will be a steel flying type, so I do appreciate that. Because the other steel flying type we have is Skarmory, who isn't in Sword and Shield, but he is an official Pokemon. But there's just so many instances of when they design new Pokemon, They design so many of them to have the same types and very similar stat distributions and move pools as other Pokemon of the same types and similar stat distributions that they've done time and time and time again. So when I see kids stomping like that, I'm going to ignore them. And we're going to pick up this Pin Missile TM, okay? Okay. So when I see new type combinations like Bug Electric, because I'm pretty sure there was not a Bug Electric type before that came before Galvantula. I know Gen 7 Sun and Moon, I know they had Vikavolt, which was Bug Electric. So I appreciate that as well. But again, what I would dislike is if they made like 10 different Bug Electric Pokemon, but they all had very similar stat distributions and similar move pools. You really want to see a bunch of Pokemon like that, just look at the water type. And just go to like a Pokemon database website and scroll through and look at all the water types and just the basic water types. And there's just so many water types. And so many of them that just fill the same basic role. It's like, why do we need all of this? Like, I get it, they wanted to make new Pokemon, but if they're going to make the new Pokemon that much the same as the old Pokemon, just use the old Pokemon instead and make an actual new Pokemon. That's my take on it. Because at this point, Generation 8, we're up to like, what, how many hundreds of Pokemon now? I don't even know. But we need to be seeing new type combinations or underused type combinations and use them in different ways that weren't previously used before. Not making, oh, we're going to make... What generation was it? Was it Generation 6 or 7? It was probably a bit of both. It's an issue I have with both of them. And I have this issue with Generation 5 as well. Like, we're going to make new Pokemon. It was more like Generation 6 and 7, because those introduced, like, the fewest number of new Pokemon. And then they fill those numbers of new Pokemon with basically these repackaged, redesigned old Pokemon with the same typing and similar stats and similar move pools that there's really not a noticeable difference. I know someone's gonna be like, ooh, but Late Night Mega, this normal flying type has 10 more base attack power than this other normal flying type. They're so different. No, that's not different enough. Like, come on, it's not. You know it. I know it. Don't try to repel the situation here. Alright, let's finally move on to the town Wooloo. Oh, how about that? Another instance of Wooloo causing issues. Wooloo crashed into me and stopped. I took that tackle out of... It's a big fluff ball of wool. Can't be that hurt. Yes, I'm a gym challenger. You're the grass gym leader. How would you remember seeing me at the opening ceremony? I mean, granted, Milo was on the field with all the challengers too, but personally, if I was in the field of a bunch of people that I met for... didn't even technically meet, didn't talk to them, but just saw them for like a minute, I probably wouldn't remember their faces if I saw them days later. That's just me, though. And yeah, once again, we have an instance of Wooloo causing trouble. Man, these unruly Wooloo, they're like the... what, is that going to be like the evil... Oh, there's an item over there I missed. The evil team is just going to be they're just all going to use Wooloos because they can block people from going where they want to go. They can stop trains with Wooloos. Just cause all sorts of Wooloo mischief. So turf field. I appreciate the grass theming with the name of the town. Like it's a turf, it's grass type. Yeah. Oh, Sonia's looking for me. So if she wanted to ask me about it, why did she ask you instead of me if it's something that only I can answer? Oh, the hill. No, I am unable to find the hill. Oh, it's Yamper. Yeah, because I would never find this hill without Yamper. I'm not going that way. We are exploring the town. And talking to people, because people need to give us stuff. That is their purpose in life. That's kind of a sad purpose. Your purpose in this game is just to stand around and wait for the main character to decide to come and talk to you the one time that he's probably going to talk to you, so you can give him an item. And that's it. Alright, well, let's heal up our team before we run into any surprise battles. And look at this team we have against the grass type. So we have a fire type, we have a flying type, we have a ice type. Doesn't know any ice type moves, so we're not going to use that. But still, we have the type of Pokemon. And we have a poison type. This grass gym is just going to get slaughtered. Hopefully. So yeah, I'm going to bring... Squovet is actually the one that goes over there. Because that's our actual catch. The others, not so much. Okay. And let's... Okay, so this is like a big dome-like area. This is a neat design for a town. Team Yell has caused quite the kerfuffle. And now the bridge is in a bit of a state... What? The bridge looks fine. And what did Team Yell do? Hurt its feelings by yelling at it? I mean, what is this? Well, why isn't there an item over in this little nook? Well, there's an item over here, an Everstone. Everstone will, if a Pokemon holds it, it will stop them from evolving. You can also, if a Pokemon is evolving, you can just rapidly press the B button while it's trying to evolve, and that will stop it from evolving. I don't know why you'd want to stop a Pokemon. There might be some reasons. Very niche reasons to stop a Pokemon from evolving. But another alternative use that the Everstone has is it's a good breeding tool. What you do is you put it on a Pokemon, and that Pokemon will pass their nature down to the egg. So if you're trying to pass a certain nature down, Everstone is your tool. Of course, in this game, you don't necessarily have to worry about that, because the Everstone, well, there's these other new items called mints that you can pick up over at the Battle Tower when we get there. And the mints will effectively change the Pokemon's nature. So that's cool. Max Revive. That is a very powerful revive to be getting this early in the game. We haven't even done the first gym yet. Go down here. It looks like there's a line for the gym, so it's probably not open right now. Because we need to do some cutscenes first with Sonia. Oh, that thing is guiding me. Let me go see the amazing scenery. Everybody's talking about this. The days of yore. Took a photo of the geoglyph. A photo's not enough to bring back a ritual. What is with these people? Alright, what's over here? Ooh, a leaf stone. You know, they have a lot of evolution stones in these games, more than they initially started with. And I'm surprised that they haven't had more Pokemon evolve with the stones. There's like very few Pokemon that will evolve with each evolution stone. There's even less since they cut down the Pokedex in this game. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that looks like a Dynamaxed Pokemon. If that thing is a Pokemon. How would that thing be there for thousands of years? Isn't that just like grass or trees that you're seeing on the hills? Like, wouldn't new stuff grow over top of that, like, ever? I don't know. So this is what Sonia wanted us for. Oh, I get a League card. Milo's League card. Fire, Flying, or Bug, or Ice. Though you probably wouldn't typically have Ice-type attacks at this point. But we have an Ice-type Pokemon, that is for sure. And Poison. You didn't mention Poison. Which you can legitimately have a Poison type, because we have a Trubbish. Grass just has so many weaknesses. Typically, I'm not a fan of Grass-type Pokemons, but over the years, I have grown to like some grass types more with some of their uses. So how come I can put my head in one and not the other? And that kid is like laughing. He finds it funny that we have our head in the little cutout thing. Okay, that's enough playing around with it. Wait, did I talk to this little girl? This treasure map. Seek yourself 3 standing stones with grass before the other ones. Use well that strength, and find then the strength of its strength in the end. What? Dally not! Yeah, I can't make heads or tails of it either. Maybe we'll contend with that next time. Actually, we'll contend with the gym next time.